Everyone needs illustrations, but not everyone wants to spend a ton of money on expensive software to make them happen. But almost everyone has PowerPoint, which is actually extremely powerful for illustrations if you know how to use it. So here's a quick video to help you make great illustrations using PowerPoint in just a few easy steps. Today's video, how to make a great looking 3D vessel for medical illustrations in just 3 easy steps. So here we have my outline of the vessel. Whenever I do an outline in PowerPoint, I always use the curve function rather than the scribble function. Now, the scribble function is much more sensitive to very small movements in the mouse, so it'll give you a much more jagged line, whereas the curve function will give you a much smoother line. So this is blue, so we're going to make it a vein. So the first thing I will do is go ahead and give it a nice blue color. Then I will get rid of the outline because an outline is definitely going to make it look like a drawing and not a 3D object. There are 3 main points to making something look 3D. 1, show there's a light source externally shining on the object. 2, have an external shadow as the object curves away from you, it becomes darker. And then 3, having an internal glow as the object reflects the light. So the first step is to show that there's an external light source, so we'll do a gradient to show that there's a differential in light. So you can see here it's darker on the right, brighter on the left as the light shines from left to right. The next step is to give it that external shadow. As it curves around, it's going to become darker to our eyes. And PowerPoint actually does this for you automatically. Not many people know this. So if you go to the shadow menu and you turn the inside center function on, you will see it gave it this external shadow. But its presets make it look a little bit flat. So what I do is I increase the blur until I get the shadow that I want to make it look like a good 3D object. And you can see here, I basically increased it all the way it could go, all the way to 100 point. The third part of making something look 3D is the internal glow as it reflects the light. To make that, I copy the object, so Control C, and then Control V. Here, now we have 2 of these. And I'm going to use this copy of the object as my internal glow. I like to use this copy so that the internal glow will have the identical shape as my original object. So first, let's undo everything we've done to this object. So get rid of that shadow, get rid of that gradient. Now, because it's going to be an internal glow, we want it to be a little bit brighter than the object. So we'll give it a little bit of a brighter color. Then I'll move it over on top of my original object. Now, to make this into an internal glow, I will use the soft edges function. And I will increase the soft edges until it looks like the glow that I want it to. I find that if you increase the soft edges so it's a little bit discontinuous, that makes it look even more real. And there we go. So now we have a 3D vessel in just 3 easy steps: gradient, shadow, internal glow. So if you like this video, you can like or subscribe. Also, you can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at TeachPlayGrub, because what more is there to life than living, learning, and eating? Thanks so much.